Welcome everyone. Today's date is put my glasses on. It's the 3rd of August 2024. And I think we're just going to go straight into it this evening. Dennis, I hope everyone is well. Dennis, would you do the I am prayer?
Okay. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks that this is done. It is so. And I'll repeat it 2 more times. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks. This is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks that this is done. It is so. Okay. So
Okay,
I will say
whenever you're ready, Dennis.
Very good. So I will say the oneness prayer. I'll say it 3 times. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks that this is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks that this is done. It is so. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks that this is done. It is so.
Thank you, Dennis. So let us begin by a short meditation. I'm just going to move my chair around slightly. That feels a little better. No. Okay, so when you're ready, Michael, I'm delighted to see you. I'm going to put you on mute. I'm just about to go into a channeling. And my apologies for the session that we had where we didn't agree. And hopefully we'll be able to talk afterwards. Oh. It's funny because I have a bit of a headache myself now after Marion was saying that she has a migraine. Anyway, let's begin with a meditation. So both feet flat on the floor, shoes off if you want to. Get comfortable. Breathe. Relax. Sit comfortably, hands comfortable in your lap. Back as straight as you can possibly be, while remaining comfortable. Visualize light beings all around you. Jesus in front of you. Mary Magdalene. Mother Mary. Archangel Michael. In love and light. Ashtar behind you. Merlin to your left. You may also see lion energy. You may get a very quick image or flash of the Sphinx or Egypt or other images, perhaps of your past lives, perhaps of loved ones in spirit. Or you may see different crystals or color or symbols. Many of you may feel like you're just treading water at the moment and not really seemingly getting anywhere. But we would say you are working working energetically in a higher vibration. And we would also add that when things do start to manifest for you, they will happen very instantaneously and quickly, seemingly overnight. However, we know the hard work that you have all been putting into manifesting your dreams and what you want to create in your life. In these moments, some of you here this evening are having more of a difficult time emotionally. With various situations and events and passings of loved ones, leaving a feeling of emptiness and grief and sorrow, and perhaps even anger underneath those emotions. Injustice, disbelief at things people say. There are many, many political events occurring. Some of what you would call smoke screens. The negative agenda, as we've said before, is very good. It is they are masters at getting humanity to look in a certain direction when the opposite is true. And that happens time after time, again and again. It is one of the techniques that they use extremely well, using the media to portray events, especially within the political fields and war. In fact, most systems. The spread of misinformation happens through the media. Let us repeat that. The spread of misinformation happens through the media, largely. And these corporations are owned, funded, governed. There is a saying that many of you have of follow the money, and there you will find the answers. Your media is nothing but largely propaganda. Oh, oh, oh. For those listening, and you know who you are, Jules is here. Oh, Times have changed on your planet. Times have changed for you individually. All of you here this evening. Times have changed since 1920. Forgive Soma. She, of course, meant 2019 and 2020. Times have changed for you individually. Times have changed collectively for humanity. Your situations have changed. And they will change again and again and again. The energy on your planet is operating at warp speed. We have said this recently, though Soma doesn't actually remember, but she feels the familiarity of the words warp speed that we spoke of over the last few weeks. She values each and every one of you here. Even though she is looking for the right word. But it would come across as anger. Even when you do not disagree or agree. Now would be a good time for questions. Dennis? Michael? Sheila?
I think I dropped off during what I don't remember what was said, apart from the meditation.
That's okay, Sheila. We are recording this. April is important.
All of us?
So who is April important for?
You. For Soma. For you.
Oh, very good.
It's important for you together and individually. Together for the same reasons to come, and individually for different reasons. We have a few good surprises for the both of you in store to come. We see the bigger picture. This perhaps is not the time and place to share those things now, if at all. But we know that you both have many questions and uncertainties. Neither of you is alone in this. But that is for a more private connection. Are there any questions? Mm. No, God.
What is that a response to?
That is a response to the energy that comes around Soma. That she can feel very tangibly. The energy of your energy, the energy of spirit, the energy of us, the energy of different energies, different light beings, different star nations, lion energy, spirit, loved ones. You are energetic beings, you are spiritual beings, and many of you are more sensitive than others. And you can feel energy around you. Some of you can sense when you are being watched, when there is no one there physically. Soma is one of those souls that is very gifted in certain areas where her body physically reacts to energy.
Right. So just a moment ago, before I asked the question, you went, "Oh no, God." Like, so what was creating that response?
Sometimes when Soma is seeing information or getting downloads or seeing images or receiving information, she can verbally say things in response to what she is experiencing in her internal world. This was most definitely one of those moments where she was seeing an image of Jules and she was feeling the emotion and the pain and the grief and the loss and the sadness. in her heart, as she does, probably more than you realize. She feels it as if it were her own grief. She feels your grief as if it were her own. And this, she doesn't expect you to understand this, for it is not her grief. But she has such a strong connection to you that she is able to feel this emotion as if it were her own. And her response to this emotion that she was feeling just now was, oh God, no. We think you can understand. We think you can forgive her for doing this. She is not always responding to her physical environment, but rather her internal or psychic environment where she gets downloads or information. Would you understand this?
I understand some of that. I understand it enough.
You have seen her do this.
Yes.
Would you like us to explain more?
No, thank you.
Would you like us to explain more about her physical reactions sometimes?
No, I'm not looking for any personal reading.
You have great humor. We see that. We feel that. The questions are open to everyone.
Are we allowed to ask about the future of ex-President Trump, please?
It's a marvelous question, Sheila. That's a marvelous question because it has huge global significance.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We like how you worded the ex-president Trump. Truth be told, he did win the election. Many of you know that. Many of you don't accept that. There is a great divide, as you know. I'm going to turn my camera off for this question, so I can get more into it. Dennis, are you able to take over the hosting while I'm going into this?
Yes.
Thank you, darling. Do you know what buttons to press?
Well, you have to make me a host.
No, I can't come out of the space I'm in.
All right. Well,
In future, I might set it up so that it does automatic.
okay, fine.
We have a very strong connection to Mr. Trump. More than we share with the vast majority. He works in close alliance with us in a very physical way. In a very physical way, where we meet and greet, we sit and we discuss various topics and subjects. We we look at different collections, and collections is the correct word. Collections of different periods in your history, different timelines, different parallel universes, many subjects, many science subjects, many subjects on science, on history, on art, on politics, the art of war on your planet, the negative agenda. We have sat and discussed many things with your president, Donald Trump. We work closely together with him and other presidents, including Putin, including some of your African presidents. We're going to pause there for a moment or two to allow Soma to go deeper. Oh, many of you completely believed that Trump would win last time. And he did. He did win the election. However, the negative agendas, the negative powers that be on your planet that are running your planet are extremely deceptive. Many of you know this. It is evidential. It is very common for the powers that be on a daily basis to manipulate situations in every sense of the word, in every system on your planet. We said this already this evening using different words. We were speaking of the media. We believe our answer to your question, Sheila, is that Trump will have victory this time around, however that occurs, as he did last time. But this time it will be publicly known, whereas last time it wasn't. It is a chess match. It is a game of war at the highest level. And we do not really wish to. Actually, Soma does not really wish to share some of the things that we show her regarding us and Trump for fear of releasing too much information. For fear of releasing information that isn't known to the public, albeit the alternative peoples. For sharing too much, for giving away trade secrets, for knowing too much, for sharing too much. She is concerned about Trump, given the recent attempted assassination. Where he has obviously had to increase his level of security. And no doubt there will be further attempts. No doubt. And some of them will not even be released publicly. Your governments are well aware of us and the good ones, the ones who are sovereign, and there are very few of them, that work with us, that are sovereign, and men of God, as you would call them. Who work in secret with us to set up situations and sign contracts and have things put into place that work extremely closely with the military. The good side of the military. There are many fractions of the military and black ops. And it is a war, a spiritual war, a war on humanity, on your energy, on your bodies, on your minds, on your perception, on your knowledge, on your history, on your frequency, on your energy, on your vibration, on your level of consciousness. That really is what the war is about. It is about your freedom, your level of frequency, your energy, your consciousness, and where you are at collectively. As you move forward, you will push away the darkness. You will push away the negative agenda. That is why they try so hard to remain in control, remain in power, remain in presidency, remain as the elite, printing money, collecting taxes when money can be printed. Many of you are becoming much more aware than you were yesterday. And some of you are even asking yourselves, if they can print money, why are we paying taxes? There is no logic in that. There is no logic in collecting taxes when money is printable. Except there is when you understand the negative agenda. It is not a good thing to do, to collect taxes when money is so easily made or printed. But Trump will be victorious in response to your, in reply to your, in answer to your question. There are events around this time of the election and before, if it even happens, where there is much more light coming into your planet, coming in and around, coming in and around the political scene for those that are working for the good of humanity. The presidents that are sovereign, that are true men of God, men of love, men of light. men of goodness, good men with good hearts, free men that cannot be bought or sold or used as puppets, like so many of your presidents are, for one reason or another. And Hollywood is run along the same lines, the same conditions, the same manipulations. In fact, all of your systems are run on the same techniques used by the negative agendas. It will be interesting for humanity to see how it plays out. But we see Trump winning, being victorious, victory, virtue. We didn't bring him this far for him to lose. We didn't bring him this far for him to lose. He is not working alone. By any means is he working alone. He is also, he is also working with other star nations, such as Sirius and Lyra, working together. And he is not the only president doing this. Putin and others. American. Forgive Soma, she meant to say African. African presidents. Some of who have been taken out, but not all of them. Africa will change dramatically over the coming years. When we say dramatically, we do not mean or do not mistake us for saying quickly. Rather, it is a process. We are not working with Trump for him to lose. His victory has great impact, effect on your ascension. Let us repeat those words. His victory will have great effect on your ascension, on humanity's ascension, because he will bring in light. In a very powerful way. He is working for the good of humanity. He is a lion energy. Lion. He is not the first president to work with us. Many of you will not be aware of that at all. But he is not the first president to work with us. Some have worked with us before and been unable to maintain that path, or have been infiltrated to the point where it was unsuccessful due to the negative agenda intervening and manipulating and gaining control over situations. Whereas this time, it will not be allowed to happen with Mr. Trump. He is aware of just how deceptive the negative agenda can be and was in the past and can be in the future, not just with him, but also with other presidents and within the world itself. He has seen great deception. He has seen, we have shown him. Great is the wrong word, but we have shown him the depths of the negative agendas. We have shown him great. We use the word great there again, kind of by accident. Great is a positive word, but rather he has seen things of great destruction. Let us say that. That is a good term to use. Great destruction. In the past and the present, to do with him and other situations, presidents, history, science, all manner of things in all systems on your planet. He is fully aware of the great deception and the negative agenda, things that he cannot share publicly, Things like Area 51, that is commonly, we use the word commonly, known loosely, but it is known by many. And other areas of a similar nature that you do not know about, or very little is known by very few people. Area 51 is not the only place of a similar nature. There are many places like that on your earth, underground, dark, underground secrecy with horrendous experiments. We have shown this to Soma before, and we have shared it with you before publicly. There is not a country on your earth where these areas do not exist underground. Not one single country is without these, including Russia. Including Antarctica. Including Sweden. Including every country on your planet. Many of these countries have more than one area. They may even have hundreds of them in some countries. The countries that are less developed or less civilized is not a word that we would use, but it is often used by humanity. By humans, often use the word civilized. There is no such thing as civilized. There is an idea of being civilized, but it is so far from the meaning. It does not exist. Not yet, anyway. But that will come as your planet increases its frequency, its energy, its vibration. So much has to do with sound. When sound is born, it creates energy, creates frequency, movement, sound. Oh. Embrace the changes. Embrace now. Embrace treading water if that is how you feel. None of you are really treading water. It is just how you are feeling. It is just an emotion. Many of you are doing so much good work, healing work, energetic work, frequency, vibrational work, healing work, work on the astral plane, work in the higher dimensions, working with us, allowing us to channel through you, through your bodies. There are so many changes. We know how hard this is for you because we get this information. One way we get this information is through Soma. Because as she gets information from us, we also get information from her. It is a two-way street. We haven't really said this publicly in the way that we are saying it now, to you or to her. But we sent you here to find out. We sent you here for missions, for reasons, for purposes. We sent you here with contracts, with soul missions, soul contracts, life purposes. We send you here for a reason, so we could understand what went wrong. How did it go so wrong? How did Atlantis fall so far from the great civilization that it was? How were you so deceived? How were you so deceived that you could allow such a different pathway to open up? Trump has much information regarding Atlantis, which is needed for this time, because it is directly connected to your ascension pathway now. We can never say this enough. What happened in Atlantis is connected to now. Both were times of ascension, and in Atlantis you didn't choose to ascend, but now you do, which is one of the reasons why Trump cannot lose. Cannot lose. Too much is at stake. Too much is at stake. The great comeback. The great comeback. Let us pause there. Soma would like to take a 5-minute break.